So I want to welcome you to Post Like a Pro, use the power of AI to create social media content. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Andrea, and I've been using ChatGPT for almost 2 years, and it has helped me with creating content for so many different areas of my business, including social media. Now, I do have to admit that I am not an expert on social media. And I don't really post that often. And it's not because I don't have ideas and content ready. I'll actually talk to you more about that later in the presentation. So what I am going to share with you today is how you can use AI to help you create content faster and easier. So the goal of this workshop is to show you how to use AI to simplify your social media content creation process from getting started to brainstorming ideas and creating content. Now, before getting started and using AI to help you, you want to make sure you know who your ideal customer is. The key to getting results tailored to your audience is by providing the AI with a clear and detailed picture of your customer avatar. Having this information is super important as it will help to ensure the content the AI generates is personalized to your ideal customer. And without it, you're not going to get content that's tailored to your audience's needs and preferences. And so for those of you that don't already have a detailed customer avatar profile, you're going to need to create one. And I'm going to briefly go over the basic details that you should include when creating a customer avatar. Now, the first is the demographics, like their age, gender, location, etc. Next is their psychographics, like their personality, values, interests, lifestyle. Pain points and challenges. These are the problems and challenges that they're facing and their goals and desires. Now, if you need help getting started, I did a workshop a couple of weeks ago on how to create your perfect customer avatar in minutes using ChatGPT. Now, the workshop's only about 20 minutes long, but it shows you how to get started and provides you with a prompt that you can use. Let's talk about social media. Now, if you're just getting started, there are certain key decisions that you need to make. And doing so will help you get organized and stay on track. Now, if you need help with any of these key decisions, ChatGPT can help you with all of them. Now, the first thing you need to get clear on is your content goal. Do you want more people to know about you, your business, or what you offer? Do you want to build relationships? Is your goal to get people to visit your website, sign up for a list, or buy a product? Next is your niche or main focus. What is your experience or expertise? What problems can you solve for your audience? Not every social media platform is right for your business or your audience, so you need to decide what social media platform or platforms you're going to focus on. Next is branding. You want to decide on the colors and fonts that you're going to use. So if you're not sure what colors are best, you can always use the AI to make suggestions for you. And you want to decide how often you're going to post. You want to set a reasonable schedule that you can stick to. And then you may also want to think about how you're going to make money. If you're not sure or need ideas, this is something else the AI can help you with. And so I want to do a demo here. And for time's sake, I'm not going to go through all the key decisions. I just want to show you how you can use ChatGPT to help you with the basics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with something that can be helpful when creating content. And that's the platform to focus on. And I'm going to actually use my custom GPT that I created. So here I am in Carnivore Kate. I created this custom GPT to make it simple. Now, for those of you that don't have a custom GPT, all you need to do is just click this little button down here to attach a file, and you can upload the file for your customer avatar, and you'll get just as good of results. So I'm just going to paste my prompt in here asking the AI to suggest 3 social media platforms that would appeal to my customer avatar. And so it says Facebook, and it's telling me why it's a good fit, YouTube, and Instagram. And so basically with all of the key decisions, what you can just do is ask ChatGPT to help you decide on them. And so once you're clear on your key decisions, I want to create content. And there are a number of different methods you can use to create content. You can create a content bank. It really depends on your situation, your goal, and your audience. So here are a few. If you want to keep it super simple and you don't want like a strict system, you can generate ideas based on audience questions and pain points, your personal stories and experiences. You can also share trends, what's currently popular in your industry. Then there are more structured approaches. Now, these methods provide more organization and are ideal for those of you who want a clear system to follow. And the first is content pillars. You would create a list of pillars that help you organize your content into key areas. Once you have your pillars, you can break them down into themes and topics. Next is post types. If you want your content to be focused on specific formats like educational, entertaining, engagement-driven, or even motivational posts, you can use that as a base for generating ideas. And then there's also content series. So for those of you that like consistency, this can help you stay organized. You can have reoccurring topics like Wellness Wednesday or Friday FAQs. And then here are some additional ways. One is customer journey mapping. This involves creating content that supports your audience at different stages of their journey. Next is goal-focused content. The strategy works if you want your content to achieve a specific outcome like engagement or conversions. And repurposing existing content. If you have existing content, you can turn that one piece into many different formats or ideas. And these are just a few ways you can generate ideas for content. You also don't have to stick to just one. It really depends on your situation and your audience. So let's go back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to go through how to generate ideas. Now, there's not enough time to go through all of the ways for generating ideas. So again, I'm just going to keep things super simple, and I am going to use our same conversation here. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to generate 30 ideas for Instagram, and I'm specifying the platform. Now, this is helpful because what it's going to do is it's going to provide me with specific recommendations for Instagram, like a carousel post or a reel. So that's why it's important to always make sure you include your platform in your prompt so that the AI knows what platform you're using. So here are problems that she has, 1 through 10, meal planning and preparation, 11 to 20, navigating social situations and relationships. Wow, how nice is this? It actually broke it down into categories. That's pretty cool. So now I have 30 different ideas that I can use for creating content. And again, what you can also do here, if you wanted a more structured system, is to ask it to create pillars for you and then themes. And I actually like how it separated it into categories. I didn't even tell it to do that. Sometimes it actually does things that are really good. It's kind of surprising. It must be a good day for ChatGPT today. All right, so let's talk about turning your ideas. Now that we have all of these ideas, we have 30 ideas, let's talk about how to create content with them. So I'm going to share a simple process for creating social media content that I use. And this is just a guideline, and you can use whatever method you want. You don't have to stick directly to it. Whatever works for you is best. So the first and most obvious is to choose a topic. We'll decide on what topic we're going to ask the AI to write a post on. Next, we're going to write the post. Now, if you have a long post, you can create an outline first. But typically what I do is I just ask the AI to write the post for me. And so let's talk about some of the things you want to include in your prompts when asking the AI to write content. Now, the first is the platform. Now, since I already included the platform when I asked the AI to come up with ideas for me, I don't necessarily have to include that again in the prompt where I'm asking it to write the content. Next is the content type. For example, do you want a caption, a video script, a carousel post, a reel? You also want to specify the format. If there's a specific format you want the AI to use when writing the content. For example, if you ask the AI to write a script for you, is there a specific format you want it to follow when it writes the script? And this one is one of the most important, is your brand voice. You can do this in a number of ways, including providing samples of posts you've written or by including details about your brand voice, like a writing style guide. And remember, the better the AI understands your writing style, the more likely the content will sound like you. Depending on your preferences and the post that you're writing, here are some additional details that you can include in your prompts. First is the content goal. If you have a specific goal for the content, like to get people to sign up for your lead magnet, it's helpful to include that. If you want your post to include a specific call to action, you want to let the AI know. If you want MJOYs in your post, it's helpful to specify this. Or if you don't want MJOYs, you want to let the AI know. It's important if you want a specific word count or if you want to limit the number of words in your post. And then there's keywords and phrases. If you want the AI to include specific keywords or phrases, you'll want to include that. And so after you write your post, you can ask the AI to generate a list of hashtags for you. You can also do this when you're asking the AI to create content. It's really up to you. But I found it's much easier if I do it second so that I have all my posts ready and then I generate hashtags based on the post. And then finally, you can ask the AI to help you decide on visuals. You can have it suggest visual ideas that align with the content that you just created, whether it's a video, a carousel post, or even an infographic. So let's go back to ChatGPT and create content. Now I'm going to show you a couple of examples here. And the first, I'm going to keep it super simple. We're just going to ask it to write a post for one of our ideas. So here I am in ChatGPT, and I'm just going to use this one. And I'm just going to highlight it, hit reply, and then I'm going to ask it to write an Instagram post for this idea, including emojis where appropriate. And I'm asking you to write the content in the language and words that my customer avatar frequently uses. And I'm telling it the primary goal of this post is to boost engagement. Now, what you can also do here is that you can include details about your brand voice. If you have a custom GPT trained on your brand voice, you can pull it into the conversation. You can attach a file with details about your brand voice. Or what I did, because my customer avatar profile has words and phrases that my customer avatar frequently uses, that's why I reference this. I find that's easier for me at this point, especially since we're doing a demo. And so it's saying carnivore lunchbox idea for busy moms. So it knows my customer avatar is a busy mom, and it's providing me with ideas. And it has some nice emojis. There's kind of a lot, so I would probably take some out. And it also automatically just did the hashtags because I said it was for Instagram, so it will follow the best practices of Instagram for that. And I actually think this is a pretty good post. And then what we can ask it to suggest visuals or an image for our post. And if you dare, you can ask it to create an image for you. I haven't had the best luck with it creating images for me, but that's an option for you. Let me show you how to do a carousel post. So let's go up here and we'll pick something that has a carousel post. This one's a carousel post. It's going to be really brief here. Please create a carousel post. What you can do is you can also specify how many slides you want it to include, if you want a call to action at the end, if you want your carousel post to be in a specific format, you can also add that here. You can get as specific or general as you want. And then if you don't like something, you can always let the AI know that you don't like it and to rewrite it. But again, it's pretty good. It actually whipped this out really fast with all these really great tips. 7. It did 7 tips for me. And again, it included hashtags, which is nice. And so all you have to do then is this is really nice too. And I will say, I'm kind of surprised because it's not always this efficient. I don't know if you guys notice some days are better than others for ChatGPT, but it suggests a visual here where what you can put on each slide, and then the text, and then even a call to action for each one. So that's actually really nice. And so let me do one more. For this one, I'm going to do a reel. So I'm going to ask it to do a video script. So let's go back up here and pick one that says it's a reel. Here, this is a good one. So you have like 30 ideas. So if you see how quick it is just to ask it to create content for you. And again, I'm telling it, since I didn't include details about my brand voice, to use language and words my customer avatar would use. So, hey there, busy moms and carnivore beginners. If you're worried about the cost of quality meat on this diet, I've got you covered. Oh, so that's pretty nice. First up, we have ground beef. So if you notice, the words and language it's using is really relatable. It's not super robotic. That is because in my customer avatar profile, I have included where words and phrases my customer avatar uses, so ChatGPT knows it. So this is actually nice here. So I actually have 3 social media posts in a very short amount of time, and all you need to do is, it's not all. So this is where the challenge comes in. I will say one of the great things about ChatGPT is that it's super helpful when it comes to creating content. As you can see, you can create like a month's worth of content in a really short amount of time. And I will say that's the easy part. But where I seem to get stuck, and I don't know about you guys, it's posting the content to social media. Really, the key to being consistent with social media isn't necessarily about creating the content. It's actually posting the content and responding to comments on a consistent basis. And that's actually the hard part for me. And before I let you go, I just want to show you some additional ways you can use it to help you with social media. The first is creating a strategy. You can ask AI to help you with that. If you need help deciding on what to post and when, you can ask the AI to help you create a content calendar. You can also ask the AI to analyze your account or analyze other accounts for best practices. You can also use it to help you with engagement strategies and responding to comments. If you need help responding to people's comments, you can ask it to help you with that. And you can also provide the AI with your performance metrics and ask it to analyze them and make suggestions. And another thing I didn't include on here is you can ask the AI to help you write your bio. And I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here. I hope I provided you with enough information that you feel comfortable using ChatGPT to help you create content for social media. Take care. I'll talk to you later.